Take a look at your diet right now. Think about what kinds of foods you've eaten recently, whether it be today, yesterday, or within the week. For most, the expectation is typically a balance of fruits, vegetables, and proteins in order to live a healthy lifestyle. You may have heard of this idea before in the saying of eating a variety of colorful foods. However, even oranges and the greenest of beans will not salvage your body from the truth of what we consume. Gallons upon gallons of toxic waste have circulated throughout your body for many years, and major government entities such as the Food and Drug Administration approve of these harmful chemicals and allow for a wide spectrum of conditions to rise. My name is Ian Coffey, and what I am referring to is the plague that is artificial food colorings. Artificially produced and altered meals have existed for many years, dramatically shortening the food manufacturing process. Through various enhancements made to flavoring, stabilizing, as well as coloring, the modern generation of meal alterations has advanced more than ever before. Developed in the middle of the 19th century, synthetic food colorings were used as a vessel to make the appearance of foods more vibrant and colorful, as opposed to the plants, animals, and minerals formerly used. However, with such an expansive history of human-produced colorings, there also comes the lengthy history of how it has affected our bodies. An assessment of the most common colorings can display the makeup of the most notorious ingredients. In multiple instances, the most common artificial colorings were found to contain trace amounts of carcinogenic or cancer-causing material. Although safe in small doses, roughly 15 million pounds of the substances appear in household meals each year, only exaggerating the health concern of the colorings. As a result, the devastating outcome of those exposed to the dyes at an early age can oftentimes be a form of chronic illness later in life. Out of concern for the health of their citizens, many European administrations even imposed a safety ban upon the 7 artificially produced colorings still found in the United States today, as the dyes promoted tumor growth in several regions of the body as well as chromosomal damage. Therefore, the risks of synthetically developed food colorings must be thoroughly reevaluated in order to correct the physically destructive effects that they have brought upon our nation. Emotional behavioral disorders, a widespread epidemic among the borders of American youth, have been brought on by several causes, growing rapidly by the year. Though parents know not to partake in the consumption of alcohol or any narcotics during pregnancy, their children are still at risk due to the widespread presence of artificial food colorings. These issues are most visible through the dye's contributions to a spike in ADHD-related symptoms. In a study performed by the American Society for Experimental Neurotherapeutics, preschool children were prevented exposure to any forms of synthetic colorings, and a test was put in place with various fruit juices and yellow dyes in order to determine levels of hyperactivity and ADHD-related symptoms. The expected results reflected a composite of overactivity, inattention, and impulsiveness rated by parents and teachers. The parents in the same study were also not able to determine any differences between normal and coloring-induced drinks, enforcing the idea that the American public are unaware of the dye's potential to cause such unfavorable conditions in children. In addition, children previously affected by ADHD had undergone several tests from Purdue University and Ohio State University Medical School, which proved that exposure to colorings only heightened their symptoms, and removing the dyes eased the symptoms significantly. The most viable solution for solving this crisis would be to limit buying foods that contain these artificial colorings. Although they are very prevalent in the modern world, if we are to prevent this health epidemic, we must all take a stand and change the future of food development by our own means. It is only once we do this that history will hopefully then repeat itself and transition back to natural food colorings. Although many may argue that these colorings are more expensive to produce and oftentimes create lower quality colors, we cannot simply turn our backs to the physiological harm that we and our children are forced to endure because of a desire for profit. Thank you.